Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think we were discuss about the scheme number 11 and how that scheme number 11, what kind of the stereochemistry we have applied over there or used there. With the help of that we have seen that is a scheme number 11 nothing but as a mechanistic rationale for the stereoselective epoxidation of olefin minus 54 through iodohydrin formation that we have seen systematically in our previous lectures. So today what we are going to discuss the further continuing part of that, because we are discussing about the MSc second organic chemistry semester 4 CCTP 10 CHO 450 chemistry of natural product section 2. We are discussing about the Van Hussel's A and B. Still we have learned the scheme number 11. So the rest of that we are going to see. In order to confirm unambiguously the structure of this newly formed intermediate para-bromophenyl carbamate minus 57, melting point were found to 136 to 138, that is ethyl acetic acid acetate hexane was prepared PBr C6H4 NCO 4DMAP. TBA means tetrabutyl ammonium fluoride, which is used for the deprotection of that silyl protecting group in an acidic medium for the 2 steps and subjected to X-ray crystallographic analysis. We already discussed, we already seen that ORTCP scheme in 10, and which indeed provided the short structural assurance as productive as it was the described sequence. Thus for left the free hydroxyl group C29 Van Hussel numbering of plus 56 with the wrong configurational necessitating its inversion. The configurational correction was carried out through a Mistunu reaction. See how configurational inversion is carried out by using Mistunu reaction. That what does it mean, that we are going to see over here, because during this synthesis we come across this reaction. So let us see that Mitsunodu here Mitsunodu reaction. Mitsunodu reaction. What does it mean? That here SN2 inversion of, let us see, Mitsunodu reaction means what? SN2 reaction, nucleophilic substitution by molecular reaction, as we know that it is a concerted reaction. Concerted reaction means the bond breaking and making takes place simultaneously. SN2 inversion, inversion means if you have a starting material is a chiral center which has R configuration, and after the addition of suitable nucleophile, the resulting compound we are always getting as a inversion of configuration, means there will be a S configuration. That prove that the experimental proof or the evidence, the nucleophile approaching from the back side, and that's why there is a definitely the inversion occurs. So that type of the reaction is known as Misundo reaction, that is a SN2 inversion of an SN2 inversion of an SN2 inversion of an alcohol by a nucleophile using diethyl azo dicarboxylate, using diethyl azo dicarboxylate means dead, shortly it is known as dead diethyl azo dicarboxylate, dead, and triphenylphosphine triphenylphosphine. So that is the reaction is known as Misundo reaction. The SN2 inversion, as we know that SN2 means what? Substitution nucleophilic bimolecular. Why it is bimolecular? Because during it is a kinetically controlled reaction where the nucleophile attacking from the backside, and bimolecular means both substrate as well as nucleophile involved in the rate determining step, and therefore it is known as a bimolecular reaction. And the inversion, and there is always majority in the case, there is a predominant or the exclusively we are getting as a inversion product. Means if you start with the optically active compound or optically or chiral substrate, then whenever there is a nucleophile is attacked, that approaching from the back side, and the resulting compound is obtained as a inverted product. Means if your compound has R configurations, if your starting material chiral center has absolute configuration is R, whenever if you get as a product, if you observe the configuration of that product, you will find it will be a S configuration. So that type of the reaction are known as a inversion. So inversion of an alcohol by an nucleophile using diethyl azo dicarboxylate, shortly known as a DADE, and triphenylphosphine. These type of the reaction are known as Misundo reaction. And let's the general reaction for it. How the general reaction? Let us see the general reaction of Misundo reaction. Let us see over here. I am showing this one R, then R1, R2. Here is a hydroxyl group OH, and when it is treated with nucleophile, protonated nucleophile in presence of DADE, shortly I am written as diethyl azo dicarboxylate, DADE, in presence of PPH3, that is a PPH3, that is a PPH3, that is a triphenylphosphine that we are going to use over here. That diethyl azo dicarboxylate. That the product we are going to form over here. Now, and after the addition of this, what kind of the product you see here is a chiral center. If R1 and R2 must be different, then and then you are going to get as a product this one. Otherwise, you will get the product, this one is R1, this should be as R2, and there will be this one, nucleophile is attacking over here. So, see here, you can clearly observe hydroxy group is above the plane now here. Whenever the nucleophile is attacking, it is from the back side, means it is below the plane. Definitely there is a inversion of the product is observed. So, these type of the reaction are generally known as a Misundo reaction. And now let us look at as a mechanism, how the mechanism takes place over there. That the mechanism we are going to discuss over here. Now, let us see here the mechanism. The mechanism which we are going to discuss over here will be the like this. See the mechanism over here. The mechanism will be, let us see, now I am cleaning the board over here, and so that we will get the enough space for the mechanism. So, let us see over here mechanism. So, here the compound which we are using as a azo, that is a this one, N double bond N, where this is a CETO2, after that CO2 ET. This is a compound, dead compound, means diethyl azo carboxylate, dead. And now here is a PPH3, that is a triphenylphosphine. When it is attached on that nitrogen atom, because it has a great affinity toward that nitrogen atom, and then this double bond concentrate the electron density on that nitrogen atom, so that you are going to get here OET, O2C, then N, here PPH3, then positive charge comes over here, then there will be a negative charge on it, and the rest of the organic compound CO2 ET remains as it is. Now, further there is a protonated nucleophile like as alcohol. So, it is going to attack on that proton, and you will get here the product, and let me show here ETO twice C, then N, then PPH3 positive charge over there, N, here is a H, and then CO2 ET. That is a compound which we got over here. Now, this is the compound when further that alcohol. Let us see here. Now I am showing this one once again. Let me draw here is a nucleophile here. This is alcohol OH, R1 and R2. Now this lone pair which is going to attack on that nitrogen atom, not nitrogen. This is going to attack on that phosphorus, and this is the negative charge comes on that or alcohol. Here we can write adduct. Adduct is a activation, alcohol activation. This one is a adduct formation. This is known as a adduct formation. Then alcohol activation, alcohol activation. This one is a adduct formation. Here is a alcohol activation. And what do you get over here? Here, after that, you will get this one R1, R2, oxygen atom, then there will be pH3, positive charge comes on it generally, and plus, here I am writing plus the rest of the thing, H you can write CO2 ET, here also CETO twice, that is the product which we are getting over here. And after that, whatever adduct is obtained here in this process, now let me show that one. This one, when nucleophile, now I am going to attach over there. Nucleophile is attacking from the back side and this forming as a double bond, and the finally we are going to get over here R, then R1, R2, nucleophile is coming from the back side, and this one double bond O, PPH3, because as we know that the driving force behind it is a formation or making the bond between phosphorus and oxygen. So, this is a organophosphoric type of the metal. So, now this is the product which we got. Now, let us look at some of the example of this reaction. General example we are going to discuss over here. Now, here the example is this one. The first example will be this one. Then here is a oxygen atom which is above hydroxyl group which is above the plane. After that, there is oxygen atom. Here also oxygen atom protection will be there, and this will be treated with that orthonitro benzoic acid, this one COOH, and after this is treated with a dead diethyl azo dicarboxylate in presence of toluene, act in this reaction as a solvent, temperature minus 30 degrees centigrade to 0 degrees centigrade, and this reaction mixture was stored for 1 hour, and the overall yield is obtained is a 90%, and the formation of the product, as we know that the product formed will be, this is going to replace with that nucleophile, so that we are going to get over here this one, the product, this remains as it is. Here only this is below the plane, this should be above the plane, O, then OC, pH NO2P, pH NO2P. So, this is the group which is present over there, and we are getting here O, then this one, that is a product which we got after the addition of this reagent. So, this is a one of the example which explain the SN2 inversion, that is nothing but as a Mitsunobu reaction. Okay. Now, let us see one more example, then we will discuss the remaining point of Vanucell B. Now, one more example, second example, let me draw here. This is a structure which I am showing. Here is a hydroxy group that is shown by staggered type of the bond, means there is a stereochemistry is not assigned. This is the cyclic alcohol O. Acetyl group is used here for the protection of this hydroxyl group OSC, then OSC, further OSC, all are the protection. Only anomeric center is remains open over here, and after that when we added the reagent like benzoic acid pH CO2H followed by dead, then pH3 triphenylphosphine in presence of THF tetrahydrofuran, the temperature is kept minus 50 degrees centigrade to room temperature. The reaction stirred for 2 hours and the overall yield is obtained 80%, and finally the product which we are getting in this case is the same. So, here this one again O, then O to CPH, O to CPH, another part of the organic compound remains as it is. Here OAC, here OAC, here OAC acetyl group is still protecting group over there, and this we are getting near about 2:1 alpha beta type of the isomer or the racemic mixture we are going to get over here. Here we have discussed the complete description about Mitsunobu reaction. So, now PNO2 C6H4 COH paranitrobenzoic acid triphenylphosphine dead 94% yield followed by ester cleavage diol H minus 78 degrees centigrade 96% yield to afford the desired hydroxy compound plus 63 as shown in scheme number 12. Now, we are going to discuss the scheme number 12. Let us see what is it. That is a scheme number 12. So, here we are going to discuss as a scheme number 12. Scheme number 12. The heading of that scheme is a construction of vinyl iodide. Construction of vinyl iodide. Construction of vinyl iodide minus 26 It is an compound which we are trying to construct. We are trying to synthesize this compound starting from the different. Let us see over here. The compound which I am going to show here, starting with that, this is a structure which I am representing here. You can observe carefully like this. Here the group which is attached over here is this one. Now here the group which is not, here the hydroxy group which is above the plane OH. Now the hydrogen atom at this corner point should be above the plane. The hydrogen atom which is present at this corner point should be below the plane. The group protecting hydroxy group should be below the plane O, TB, DPS, that is the tertiary butyl diphenyl silyl, and this structure is nothing but as a plus 56. That is the structure we have taken over here. And after that, we are going to add here are the reagent number A. We are adding, it is a para nitro benzoic acid C6H4 CO2H. This is the structure of, this is the formula for para nitrobenzoic acid, clearly nitro group, and the carboxylic group. They are present at opposite to each other at para position. Here two hydrogen atom is less. If you remember the molecular formula of benzene C6H4, generally two hydrogen atoms are less, clearly indicate that it is a disubstitute and both the substituents are present at para to each other. So that is the thing we can understood from this, and then that will be treated with PH3P, triphenyl phosphine, and DAD. DAD means diethyl azo dicarboxylate, that is the reagent, followed by second one is a Dibal H. Dibal, as we know, that diisobutyl aluminum hydride, and after the addition of all these things, the inversion of this hydroxyl group takes place, and this type of the reagent is known as the Mistunu reaction. That's you should remember over here, that is happening, and which we have discussed, that Mistunu reaction in our previous lecture in detail. So here just remember, this is a chiral center. There are there are 5 chiral. If you observe these compound carefully, how many chiral centers you can see here, you can observe here. Look at here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 chiral centers are there. But our main focusing point should be here with hydroxyl group. Here you can see it is above the plane. After the addition of this reagent, this hydroxyl group get inverted, means inversion reaction takes place over there, and finally you are going to get the product, this one. So you can remember, this is the structure which I am showing over here. You can see, you can observe carefully. Here the hydrogen atom, that hydroxyl group should be below the plane. Now the other part of the organic compound, it remains as it is. There is no change at all. So here the hydrogen atom which above the plane, here the hydrogen atom which is below the plane, and this group as it is, it remains as it is. O, TB, DPS means tertiary butyl diphenyl diphenylsilyl. So that group remains as it is. So this is the structure, and that structure number is nothing but as a plus 63. This is a structure number plus 63 which we have drawn over here. So now after this 63, when it is, now I am showing over here, after the 63, when we added the reagent, now don't miss out the connectivity, you must be remember over here. Now here I am showing the reagent C, the reagent number C will be the bomb chloride in presence of IPR2 NET followed by this D reagent, that is a TBAF, as we know that tertiary butyl ammonium fluoride, bomb means benzoxymethyl chloride, that is a full form of that bomb chloride over here. And what these groups will do in this part, when it is treated with this compound, bomb chloride will protect the hydroxyl group over here, and tertiary butyl ammonium fluoride, it is well known deprotecting group which can deprotect that group, so that we will get the product. You can observe here this structure which I am showing over here. Remember, see, this the other part of the organic compound that remains as it is. This hydroxy group should be here below the plane, the hydrogen atom which remains above the plane, the hydrogen atom at this junction, it remains as it is, and here deprotection will occur, and here this bomb BOM, this group get protected, and this is the compound which we got over here, will be the minus 64. That is the compound which we got over here. So I think these are the some of the compound which we have discussed over here, and the remaining part of this other compound and their reagents we will discuss in our next lecture. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.